Alright, welcome to my Pretender introduction video for the Dominions 4 multiplayer game with 7 of us. And so this is just going to be a very short video, and for a lot of you probably this screen here is the only thing you're interested in watching, so if that's the case, pause and then you can just move on to the next video. For the rest of you, I'll talk a little bit about my Pretender choice and my thoughts on why I made it this way. So this is Fafnir the Ormer, and this is my Pretender for middle-aged Vanheim. And my primary goal setting out with this Pretender is I wanted to have an awake Pretender, but I also wanted to have a major bless that would synergize well with my early expansion strategy with my troops, which are the mounted horsemen. And they benefit, I think, a lot from having the water bless that gives quickness and defense bonus. And I chose this particular chassis instead of, for example, the Earth Serpent, because it started with 1 point in water, so it was easy for me to build up a Water 9 Bless. And then I had points left in Earth as well, so I thought, well, I might as well get to the minor Earth Bless. And with that, you know, obviously it'll give some extra protection to my Pretender itself, which will help in expansion. One thing I don't like about this Pretender, as opposed to the major alternative, which is the Earth Serpent, is that the Earth Serpent has recuperation, which means it can heal its own afflictions, whereas this particular chassis does not. But it does have regeneration, which gives it more survivability in combat and makes it resistant to afflictions. The other thing I wanted was it has amphibian, so this gives me options for expanding into the water provinces right away, which will help, I think, particularly since the other guys also have aquatic. So I want to snatch up some of that real estate. It has terror, or fear, I should say, just like the Earth Serpent, which is good. And yeah, the swamp survival, poison resistance, and cold resistance, that's fine. It's not cold-blooded, which is another good thing, since my Dominion is cold and my race is cold. The other thing I gave it is I wanted to get to 9 Dominion strength for 2 reasons. One, to be an awake Pretender and have awe, I think will help with early expansion a lot. It'll reduce the chances of getting hurt badly. I mean, the protection 19 is going to help a lot too, but if you notice here too, like knights have protection 20 or more, but as we all know, knights can be killed, I mean, pretty handily. So yeah, it's not invulnerable. So again, like having the awe plus the regeneration will help keep that going, and also then the fear synergizes well with that, I'm hoping. And for my scales, I went a little conservative again. I went ahead with Order Turmoil 2. I didn't want to go to 3 just because I hear there's some really bad things that happen with Turmoil 3, and yeah, so I only went with 2 on Turmoil, and then I wanted to take a point of luck to kind of benefit from the increased chance of events and mitigate that by having the plus 15% good luck. And to afford that, I went ahead and took 1 point of magic drain, which again, since we have the protection minor bless, I think it'll be okay. We'll see. Magic isn't going to be a big part of my strategy anyway, because like I said, I want to go for early expansion and get the gold coming in and start building up big armies. And I also took another penalty in the heat cold scale, which this will modify negatively my scales for supplies, and I wanted to do that as opposed to the production, or certainly I didn't want to take a penalty to growth, but I did it that way because I have the immortal Fey boars, which can provide supply bonuses, so I felt like this would be a better place to take hits than anywhere else. In fact, I should have gone down to like 3. It's just everything here and here affects your, well, and with Turmoil as well, affects your income negatively. So even here, like maybe it would have been better to have not taken any Turmoil whatsoever and try to boost my income. But this is the Pretender I submitted, so it's what I'm going to use for now. So yeah, again, I'm not sure, I don't really feel like these are the greatest scales, but I needed to make a decision, and that's the decision I made. So there we go. Anyway, that's my Pretender overview, and yeah, it's a short video as far as my, you know, strategic plans are going. Again, like I said, I'm going to use this guy to try to expand, you know, first turn into whatever province has Dominion. I want to build up my mounted blessed sacred troops and use those for early expansion as well. And then who knows where I'll transition. I'm not crazy about doing thugs. I just don't feel very good about it. I mean, I don't feel very skilled at doing it. And, you know, one other reason I wanted to have a Awake Pretender is that I don't have any level 3 priests. So basically between my Pretender and my Prophet, I only have 2 units that can claim Thrones of Ascension. And that's going to be what wins the game. And yeah, I didn't feel comfortable not having a mobile unit that has the ability to claim Thrones of Ascension, right? So that's my thoughts there. It would be great if I could get a Death 2 mage who could forge a Fear Helm, and I could give that to my Pretender as well, but who knows what's going to happen. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, if you have any tips or suggestions, feel free to post them in the comments. And, you know, like I said, even now I still feel like a little iffy about this particular Pretender build, but I wanted to try something different from last time. And for those of you who are interested, the name Fafnir, I believe Fafnir was a Svartalf who was killed and then turned himself into a dragon. So that's the idea here. And interestingly, if you try to select a Svartalf for middle-aged Vanheim, you can't. Like, there's a bug in the game that you can't actually have a Svartalf for your Pretender. So that was interesting. Anyway, like I said, thanks for watching, and pretty soon we'll be releasing the first videos for our playthrough and get started from there. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.